Attorneys, come on in and let's talk. We're talking about social media. Okay. Most of the attorneys that I know, I would say probably 9 out of 10 have a love hate relationship when it comes to social media. And for most of them, it is leaning more towards hate. And I think that that's because what's frustrating for a lot of attorneys is that they just don't see the point, right? Like they're posting on social media. They feel like sometimes, people might like it, they might get comments, but it's not really turning into clients. Okay. And so there's a reason for that. And for most attorneys, they don't really understand what it is. And so in this short video, less than 5 minutes, I'm going to explain to you why and what you need to do instead so that you can actually get clients when you post on social media versus just getting the likes and the comments. Okay. So, first of all, in case we have not met, I'm Nakia Gray, and I am a sales and marketing coach for attorneys through my Make It Rain online coaching programs. So, I work with a lot of attorneys about how to turn their social media into sales, right? Like at the end of the day, it's cute to have the cute little graphics and Canva and all of these things, but what does it really mean? What's really the purpose if we're not getting clients from it? Okay. So here are first, let me tell you a couple of the reasons um, why you're only getting likes and comments. Okay. And so for many of us, especially those of us who are a little bit more seasoned, like myself, I joined Facebook, after law school. I was not in, undergrad when there was Facebook. So most of my Facebook friends or even Instagram followers are family members. We have those good aunties that are no matter what we post, they're gonna like it. They're going to comment, right? But they're not really our ideal clients. I have certainly gotten lots of referrals from family and friends on social media, but for the most part, most of the people that I have seen for a lot of attorneys, your audience is not really people that could afford your services or who need your services. Okay. But let's just say that you have built a following of those types of people along the way. Here's the second reason why. Here's the second problem. You're posting legal tips, you're posting, legal information, legal advice. That sounds great, right? People are happy to hear about it, but they're not moved by what you're posting to say, "Oh my goodness, I need to hire her or I need to hire him. I need to book an appointment." And so what happens is, for a lot of attorneys, you're just showing up trying to be this expert and trying to, toot your own horn as to how much you know about divorce or bankruptcy or whatever your practice area is. And it's not going to move people to sales, right? It's a great growth strategy. It is a great way to build yourself as the expert in a certain area of the law. And so you are teaching people that. And that's a long term strategy that does work. So I am not telling you not to do that. What I am telling you, though, is that if you want to get clients, you're going to have to change strategy a little bit. Okay. You're going to have to change your strategy a little bit. Um, I see a lot of attorneys that post, legal advice, things that are just a little bit too much information and not really. Ask yourself this question: if the person viewing this views it, and they ask this question, "What am I supposed to do with this information?" Do you have an answer for them? Okay. That's a great way for you to decide what you want to post. Like, what if they were to say, "What am I supposed to do with this information?" Or "Why is he telling me this? Why is she telling me this?" Right? So that's the first thing. So you want to make sure that you're posting content that is relevant and that moves them to take some form of action. If they're to say, "Well, what am I supposed to do with this?" You have a defined answer as to what they're supposed to do with it. Okay. So the second thing is, what you really want is you want people to be able to self-identify. Have you ever been to a seminar or a workshop or heard a keynote or even in church and the person is talking and you're like, "Oh my goodness, that's me. They know, were they in my house this morning? They know exactly what I'm going through." That's the effect that you want to have that's the effect that you want your social media to have on your audience. You want when people they see for them to stop their scroll, for them to stop and listen and be forced to make some type of decision, whether that is to make a comment, asking a question, asking how they can get in touch with you, going to your website to book a consultation. You want to move them to take some kind of action. Okay. So, how do we do that? How do we make it so that people can self identify and say, hey, she's talking directly to me. There's something that I need to do. The way that you do that, this is an art. Okay. This is not something that they taught us in law school, but this is something that I have mastered, which has made it so easy for me to get clients from social media. What you have to do is you have to have a very deep understanding of your potential clients, meaning what are they worried about? What is keeping them up at night? What has them stressed out? As it relates, not everything, right? Because we're not we're not magicians who can fix all of their problems, but with regards to whatever the legal problem is that your law firm provides a legal solution for, what are their pain points, right? Um, that is the key. So when what you have posted, you have related to that, you're going to get that effect of the OMG, that's me, right? And so that's what it is that you really want to do. Okay. So I have a video and a cheat sheet where I give you the steps that it's so easy for you to figure out what this is. It'll take you literally, I would say it'll probably take you 10 minutes, even less if you follow my AI strategy, because I always give in all of my strategies, I always give my clients the old fashioned way, which is the way that I learned and the way that I did things. But then, I can't ignore that we have AI and there are tools that can get it done a lot faster. But the reason why I give both also is because, AI, if you've used any of the AI tools, you know that they are helpful, but they're never perfect. So I usually say to my clients, do two things. One, do it the old-fashioned way. It's almost like, back when we used to do long division and you have to do it, longhand, right? Show your work and then use the calculator to check your work, right? So that's what I say to do when it comes to AI. So I have my OMG That's Me cheat sheet, which I will send to you for free, no obligation. Just drop me a comment under this video. I will message you and send it to you. It's a Google Doc. It will literally take you, it's about 5 to 7 questions that you are going to answer. It's a step-by-step way for you to get really, really clear on those deep inner emotions that your clients have so that you can start to change some of your social media content. Okay. And again, I have the long way and the short way. So if you want my OMG That's Me cheat sheet, go ahead and drop a comment under this video and I will send it to you. Okay. See you in the next video.